Artuality, where spirituality meets art. Today we're in Johannesburg again, where we find the dime of the dime, the gold of the gold, the platinum of the platinum. We're going to be chilling with the beautiful, fresh songstress. Her name is Qondea, and she's going to fill us in on how does spirituality connect with her music. Nizova apa ku Artuality. Igama lam ndingunandipha intombi yasemangalini, intombi yakwamasebeni. Yeah, we're back with the dime, the platinum, the freshest, the illest, the coolest, Qondea. So today we're sitting with you, beautiful. Can you please let us know who you are, where you're from, and what you're about for people who don't know you?
Okay, my name is Qondea Avril. Some people call me Qondea, some people call me Avril, but I use both my names, so it's quite flexible. I was born and raised in Limpopo, in Guyana, and that's where I grew up, basically.
Wow, that's nice. So, Qondea Avril, those are your real names, right?
Yes, those are my real names. I get that question a lot.
Because, I mean, it's rare that you find artists stick to their names. So what made you to stick to your naming?
Because I'm special. And my names also, they symbolize my existence, you know, so I wouldn't change them for the world.
So Qondea, it's your birth name. Avril, it's your birth name.
Yes.
So with most artists, they've got a stage name. They say it makes them tap into their zone. So for you, why specifically stick to your original name?
I think I've had moments where I wanted to think of a stage name, but then I realized that my name is my originality. You know, it represents my existence. It symbolizes my existence, and I can't change it for the world. And when I perform, it's still Qondea Avril, you know, so I don't need any stage name to represent this whole being.
That is very rare and very beautiful, because you being authentic, you're sticking to who you are and your roots. So for some people, like for me, I'm Xhosa. When you say Qondea to someone who doesn't know, will automatically think that you Xhosa, you know. So, and can you please share the meaning of your name, because I'm very interested in your African name, because I'm sure it has depth to it.
Honestly speaking, we don't know the meaning of my name. But my name is royalty, as I am from a royal family, you know, so it's a tribute to my great-grandmother. So yeah, they gave it to me.
So with that said, being from royalty, how does your family feel about you doing music?
Well, they are very supportive. I'm very grateful. I have a very supportive family, and when I say family, I mean the entire family. I remember before my great-grandfather passed on, he said on his deathbed, when everyone was just sitting there, he was like, "You are the first one who's going to put our family on the map with your music." I didn't understand that, you know, in the beginning, because it was just like too much for me to handle. Yeah, but they're very supportive. They love my music. They make me sing for everything. In every program that goes on at home, I am there. So I guess, you know, they are showing me support in all forms.
I can imagine they make you sing for every little occasion. It must have been lovely. It must have been beautiful. So now I want us to get into the core of why we're here.
Yeah, sure.
So now, can you please take us back to the point where when you discovered that you want to do music, what was going on with you spiritually, holistically, your whole being? What was happening in your experiences?
Okay, so growing up, I had a very husky voice. Like they knew in the house you couldn't make me cry because in the morning I wouldn't be able to speak, you know. And during that whole discovery, I realized that I could sing because I used to sing with my sister. And it was funny because I had a deep voice, but I had a very, very sharp soprano. And my family tried to digest that, you know, like, oh, she can sing. And then now they had like reflections where I remember my dad was like, you used to sing a Brenda Fassie song when you were 2 years old and entirely, you know. So they had reflections and they started accepting the fact that, okay, maybe she's the star of the family. And after that, when I was 13, I asked my mom to buy me a guitar. And I remember her first response was like, you want to be making noise in the house? Because they all knew that I couldn't play, you know. So however, a mother being a mother, she went on and she bought me a guitar. And guess what? When she bought it, it took me like 4 days to learn 4 chords.
Pure talent.
Like, I literally didn't have anybody who was like, this is what you need to play, this is what you need to play. I didn't even know that music only had 7 notes, you know. So I labeled my entire guitar like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
So you were clearly born for this, because from such a young age, from not even knowing how to speak, from your huskiness, and then now you're a songstress just at 2 years of age. So how do you tune in when you have to make your music? And by the way, what is the genre that you're doing?
Yes, honestly speaking, how I tune into my music, it's very spiritual indeed for me, because I do dream of music and sounds sometimes, and sometimes they just find me awake, you know. It's like an angel sings to me all the time. You'll find that around 2 a.m. I'm asleep, but I just keep hearing a song, and I have to literally wake up and record the song. If I don't, then it moves, you know. Someone mentioned that they believe that it's energies, you know, because sometimes as a musician you can hear a song that you've heard before. You're like, oh my God, the melody sounds familiar, you know. Yeah, so that's how I usually tune in. But then sometimes it does not come at all, and you can't force it. It has to come, you know, and so that you can enjoy that space. And also with the genre, I've been listening to different kind of genres, you know. As a musician growing up, I had influence over country music because the man who raised me used to play country. And also just me growing up being an angry teenager, I used to listen to metal rock, and which was different, you know. So when I started singing all those songs in my community or in my environment, people were like, no, that is depressing music. And for me, it had a different you know, like impact, because like I fell in love with music through that genre. So, but I still couldn't find myself, you know. I used to sing and people would be like, you sound jazzy, you sound soulful, you sound like a rock star, you sound this, you sound that. And I had to come down and notate my own genre. So it's been 8 years now. I've been notating my own genre. It's called R. It stands for Afro Art Rock, and I'll be releasing it soon.
So how soon is soon?
Soon as in like this year, because we were supposed to release last year, but we got distracted, you know, with COVID and everything, so it slowed down the progress of the recording. And yeah, but we are working on it. Good things take time.
So, like you said, everything that's beautiful, that's worthwhile, takes time. So I've listened to your sound a little bit, and I should say I'm impressed for your age. So I want to find out your peers, how do they feel with the kind of music that you're doing? And more especially, do you think there's a gap for your genre?
Honestly speaking, my age group, it's kind of challenging because a lot of them, when you listen, like let's say I'll play a certain song, most of them who are understanding are those ones that I studied with at art school. But most of them that don't understand, you know, they just say, oh no, this is sad, this is depressing music, you know. But because these days we've lost writing content, we've lost a lot of music that actually speaks to people out there. It's a lot of other stuff, but honestly speaking, are these kind of things not reminded to people on a daily? And that's what I want to do with my music. I want to remind people. But you know, we are always scared of seeing, you know,
the reality.
We don't want to reflect, you know, as humans, and everything that triggers that reflection can,
it fears and,
yes,
and
it
pushes
can
you away,
push you, yeah, it can push you away in some way. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah.
No, you are definitely. Yeah. I get you, because I've listened to you. I follow you. I mean, I'm here because you're a rare breath. You're a breath of fresh air, and I see beautiful and big things coming your way, because your sound is so rare, and what you speak about, like you've explained it, like I do not have to go further. So right now we're going to tap into religion mode and ask you, what religion do you believe in? Religion, or do you believe in the universe? What is it that you do? Do you pray?
Yes, I feel so fortunate because growing up at the school that I went to, I got to do religious studies, right? Therefore, they didn't choose religion for me because I was well aware of different kind of religions. And trust me, I had other religions that I wanted to tap into, and I did that. But I am Christian. I believe that there's God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And yeah.
So with that said, can you please worship for us?
You want me to pray?
No, I don't want you to pray. I mean, you worship through your music. It doesn't have to be a gospel song. So you being a prayer, you believing in God. So can you do what you do best?
Yes, this glorifies Him.
Yes.
Yes.
Suppression and anger and everything. Sadness and anger and everything.
Woo. Woo. Yeah. John, when it gets to this part, I'm always speechless. Like, I connected so much. I resonated with your spirit. You wouldn't even think that it's someone else's song. It sounds like it's you, it's yours. I'm impressed. I'm enlightened, I'm awakened, and I don't even know what to say. We've just worshipped. So with that said, and with that being done, I'm still lost in my worshiping space right now. So can you please give us your Twitter, Instagram handle where people can get hold of you, obviously on your socials?
Oh, okay. I don't have Twitter, but you can find me on Instagram and Facebook. And on Instagram, I am Avril _SA, and on Facebook, I am Qondea Avril Nxumalo.
That's so beautiful, Qondea. Now I understand, and I think you at home, you also understand the depth of her name, especially after you hear her beautiful voice. Watch out, South Africa. We've got a star here. She's gonna take our South African Ntontoni man to the skyrocket. It's George Svalekile. It's your girl Nandipa once again on Artuality. We bring you nothing but the best. You better make sure that you tune in again and check out everything. Please subscribe down here. You know what to click. Everything will be down here, our handle and everything. You can communicate with us. See you next time. Thank you so much.